What's up, YouTube? This is an annual match against Nightmare with a K in front, so Nightmare and yeah, whatever. It's an annual match and I'm using the same team as my last battle. And this match is really interesting and quite long. And yeah, there were really great plays on both parts. And in the beginning, to be honest, in the beginning I was like, this guy is not too good actually, because he made some really questionable and stupid plays, but it turned out to be a really great match regardless. So why wouldn't we start with showdown now? Yeah, I lead with Executor to try to get something to sleep, but he goes to jump bluff and he U-turns out. I actually predicted sleep powder, but that didn't really work out for me, so that was pretty cool. So he's gonna stockpile with his Quagsire and I toxic him. And stockpile Quagsire, you don't see that often anymore, and it's quite a cool set. So he goes for the second stockpile. I'm like, alright, I'll just set up my rocks. And now I go in the jungle and see if I can scare him out, but he goes for another stockpile. And I'm like, okay, fine. So he goes for the toxic, and I thought I could scare him out and go for the leeching or something, but that didn't really work out. And now he goes for the rest. I'm like, what the fuck? So I think, yeah, I went for another Leechy there. By the way, in turn 5 we both missed Toxic, and I missed Leechy, he missed Toxic. So that's another reason why I went for the Sleep Powder Leechy again. But now he Toxic me and hits, and I Sleep Powder him as he resto chesto that thing. And I go into Pachirisu and get an agility off, and he Ice Beams me and it does a hell of a load. So we're going to Stuntail to take the Ice Beam and get advantage of the speed boost to hit him with a Hidden Power Grass. But here he has the Bolt Beam coverage and hit me with a Thunder. If that would have missed, I would have been in a really great spot actually. But I can kill him with an Electro Ball anyways. I thought maybe he'd switch into a Quagsire or Onyx, but that didn't really work out. He goes into Onyx now though, and I Baton Pass out into my Baltoy, and he goes for the Stealth Rock. I'm like, alright, he goes for the Stone Edge now. I'm like, why? What the fuck are you doing? So I go for the Rapid Spin to take him away, and now I go for the Toxic to poison him. He goes for the Roar. I'm like, alright, fine. And he brings out my Stone Rose, which is quite stupid because I don't want the thing to take any damage yet. So I go in the jungle and he roars me out again. But I'm like, actually, this is quite fine because he's taking toxic damage. Here he misses the Stone Edge, which absolutely does not matter, and I go for the rest because I know Jump Bluff is there, and yeah. So he goes into his own sleeping baby, and we're both sleeping at the battlefield. So I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I need to get in my jungle and scare him out. Well, at least try to scare him out. He goes for the Scald, and I don't know why, cause what the fuck, I'm already toxic, you can't rely on getting a burn. Getting a burn would actually be useful, cause I couldn't get toxic anymore. So he goes into Yo Dog, and I'm like, alright, I'll go and sleep out of Yo ass. And Yo Dog is now asleep, he's a little baby. So I go for the lead sheet on him, and he's seated now. So I'm like, dude, what are you still doing in the battlefield? I am toxic though, so that's kind of where whittling me down and forcing me to stop this and go into my Pachirisu to hopefully kill him with the Electro Ball. But he goes for the Roost instead. I went for the agility though, thinking he would have another turn of sleep, so I can just do something. So now I don't kill him with an Electro Ball, which is quite unfortunate. And he went for the Will-O-Wisp and had a red card. That is really original and could be useful, but not in this scenario, because he dragged me into Sophie, which is already asleep. So yeah, I go into Glacier now to get a heal bell off at my Baltoy and Toxic Executor. So he goes for the Scald, and he went for the stockpile, and he misses a Toxic now, and the second time he hits it, and I miss a Sleep Powder. So this time he goes into Jump Bluff, I don't know why, and I went for the Giga Drain. I was like, shit, I should have Sleep Powdered right off the bat. But this is my chance to Sleep Powder to this guy, because I was kind of predicting, I don't know actually, because why the fuck would he stay in? So he goes into Poorly Named Salk, which is one of the most overused Pokemon in NU, and Executor also actually, but I go for the lead sheet at this thing to get it off, but really this Toxic is so annoying. So I gotta switch out and try to heal myself. But he wakes up now and goes for the close combat. He could have had another sleep turn, but yeah, it didn't really work out. So I thought he would switch here and I don't remember what I went for, but he kills me with a close combat. So I'm thinking, alright, he's probably scarfed. So I go for the sleep powder here, predicting a switch again, but no, it didn't really work out. So this thing kills half of my team, which is so bad. So I go into Stone Rose now and like, okay, you're not gonna switch, I'm just gonna kill you with a fire punch. So that happens. And really those plays around Salk just costed me the game. Same for the hit of Thunder though, because Huntail could have done a great job in this game. So I'm like, I still have a little chance though. So he goes for the Scald twice on this thing, and I just wanted to fodder it out kinda. I actually wanted the thing asleep, so my Repartis couldn't be asleep again, but he switched into Quagsire rather than Jump Love, which I wanted him to switch into it now. So I'm like, okay dude, I'm screwed unless you miss the sleep powder, but he doesn't miss the sleep powder. If he would have missed the sleep powder there, I would have been in a position where I could have been possibly won. I think I could have won if it happened. So now he U-turns out and I'm still asleep and leech cheated and all that shenanigans. So it's just really bad for me. So it was quite an unlucky match for me. So the rest is basically just me just struggling, hopefully kill him, and I can't even kill him with 1 EQ, which is quite unfortunate. So this Onyx is just a monster. So I go for the pursuit now, and he actually switches out, which is cool. So I can at least get an 1-0. But really, this was a really great match. And yeah, it was just really great. I can't say really more, because yeah, it was just plainly great. It was long, it was great, and NU, and it was against Nightmare, and it was from JK1, and cool. So I had some bad luck though. For example, he hit the Thunder, and yeah, well, I don't say a Thunder hit is not really hacks though, because but it's really risky though, and I really underestimated this player though, and I made some stupid plays around him, but he also made some really ballsy plays, but he outpredicted me the most of the time. So predictions played a huge role in this game, and luck played a bit of a role in this game, I guess. But yeah, it just was a really great game. It's disappointing I lost, but it doesn't really matter, because I've had a fun time doing this, and it was really a mind game battling this guy. So I hope I'll battle you again in the future, Nightmare. And this is JK1 signing off. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and goodbye. You know, yeah, goodbye.